Oh my goodness. My mic wasn't on. I am your hostess, Dominique Rivera. You're watching Divine Encounters. And even though this is the third season, technology still likes to mess with me. Okay. So we're going to be jumping into your supernatural story time Wednesday night. And don't forget, we're going to be doing a 1 minute calibration. We're going to be adjusting our energetic frequencies in 1 minute of breathing. We're going to have a card of the day. We love to call this the good news. And of course, a reading for the collective at the end of this episode. So be a blessing for us. Share this feed. There might be someone out there who will benefit from this message. See you soon.
You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just come. Just come. Just come. Just come.
My front camera is not working today, and so everything's upside down. What can I do? All right, guys, you already know what today is. We're going to be jumping into all of the good supernatural story times and all of that. And I'm going to be introducing today a beautiful twin flame expert who's going to be sharing her paranormal experience with you guys. But make sure that you guys first like and subscribe and follow. I'm live streaming every single Sunday and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on the E360 TV network. And I'm so happy to have you guys. If you guys are watching this on social media, go ahead and comment, engage with us in the show. We love to see your comments. And if you're watching this on the replay seeker, #seeker. I want to know what you guys are all about. And how was your Halloween? Let me know. I would like to know. I mean, this is probably our first Halloween post-COVID, right? So it's kind of like, what's going on in the world? All right, we're going to introduce our guest today. And so make sure you guys throw those hearts up, share this feed. We about to get in it. Shande.
Hello. I can't hear. Okay, can you hear me? I can't hear you though.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can.
That is
Yep, I can
so
hear you
weird.
now.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's that's nothing new in my world.
Okay, how about now?
There you go. Yep.
Why do you sound so far away all of a sudden? Oh goodness, hold on. We have when you have two goddesses in one room, the electronics go. Oh my god! How are you? Thank you
They
for
go
being here.
crazy.
I know. Does it happen a lot in your lives?
Oh, it does when I'm like doing readings for people on my messenger. It won't let me send. I have to use my daughter's. When I'm going live, it just I can't bring people on. It's just like the matrix is messing with me. Don't you spread that love and light.
How dare you? Let
Right.
people know a little bit about yourself here. Introduce yourself, my love.
All right. Well, I've been awakened since 2004, and this story is going to be from like when I first like started. I taught myself everything from 2004 to 2009. I just went on Facebook like about 2 years ago to do readings professionally, like to get paid for them and stuff. And it's been a crazy world, but I don't do it like 100% of the time. But yeah, I'm just out there.
I'm out there. I like it. And you're out there and you're here and you're
Yeah.
available with us today. So super elated for that. So I
Yeah.
like to start off every single episode as I burn some Palo Santo. Maybe it will calm down the lag that's kind of like happening here right now. Um, as I
Right.
go ahead, we're gonna do the card of the day. Usually I use the Muse deck. However, the Muse deck got legs and walked away from my office, even though I use it like every day. So this is where we are at today. We're going to be using a new deck. You guys probably have never seen me use this deck. I have like 50 decks, but I have some like ones that I very barely work with. And this is what we're using, the Enchanted Map. And let's see what we have for the good news of today. And Shandy, you're going to just hang out for a second and listen, and then you're going to share your thoughts with us. So to that, I say, what's good? All right, here we have the card of the day. Let's see if I find my camera, and hopefully it's not glary. We have Moonlight as the card of the day. And it says, hold on, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do this right for a second. Let's do that. Okay, great. I wanted to use this microphone. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, analytical. Follow it. Upright. The moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition. Will lead you to places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second guessing. For your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. The language of intuition got muted and Shandy disappeared at the same time. Okay. Shandy has disappeared. My mic is got muted. I do not know. Can you guys hear me in the comment section below? It's just going to be one of those kinds of episodes where things are kind of like willy-nilly. Nothing wants to work. So I'm not too sure what to do about that. All right. So Shandy should be coming on. Basically, I don't know how much you guys heard of this card. Basically, this card is all about, wait, I heard a vibration, so I think she's coming back. Basically, this card is all about making sure that you're succeeding, that the actions that you're taking are going to be actions that create success for you in your life, that are going to allow you to take real stock of what's happening around you. Because at times we fall into our emotions so strongly that we forget to be logical. And you will always hear spiritual people say, oh, jump into your feelings, jump into your feelings. However, there has to be a balance between the logical, the analytical mind, and the heart space, which is the emotional intelligence of our body. Okay. So those are two things we have to be very concerned of in this moment if we want to succeed. I also feel like saying that not everything on the surface is being shown. Okay. Someone's not holding, or life isn't holding all of its cards out for you to be able to see all of the answers. Some things are still in between the lines, still that has to be discovered by you. All right. So that's what I have for that card. It looks like Shandy is back. It's just one of those episodes, yo. I can't even hear you and your microphone is on. Why can I not hear you? What if I take my headphones out? You can't hear me? You can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you. That's what's happening right now. So let's see how we rectify that. It's just one of them bears. Okay, it looks like your mic is on my end. Your mic is on. So I think you're on the phone today. So do you by chance have headphones around you? Maybe they connected or something, because that happens to me sometimes when I have my headphones. Yeah, maybe like try your headphones. I don't know. But yeah, you are completely muted. How's everybody's Halloween going while Shandy's trying to fix her side? What did y'all dress up at? Oh, she's back. She's awesome. She is awesome. Oh Lord. Hold on. Things over here in the corner. There's like a, here we go. She's back. She's awesome. Yeah, I know, right? Facebook user, I don't have a name for you on there because sometimes StreamYard makes you put up the what you may call it, like a permission to use your name or whatever. So that's not coming up. And Shandy is now frozen. Frozen in time. So if that message resonated with you from the Enchanted Map deck, please let me know. I very rarely use that deck. I have a lot of decks, but I kind of feel like there's some like, they're like relationships that you build. And some of them have just personalities that you like vibe with better than other personalities, if that makes any sense. And some decks will have certain like negotiations around them, or they'll have like certain characters that other decks won't have. Shandy, I see you unclicking and clicking, but nothing. Can other people hear her? Whoever is watching, do you hear Shandy? No, yeah, you're still coming up. So I'm going to kick you out and then just try coming back in. Okay. Let's take out Shandy and let her come back in. There we go. Awesome. You know what? It's so funny because I swear this happens every time. Not every single time. A lot of times, though. This is just the way that it happens when energy is here, When energy is here, it's a very difficult thing sometimes. For computers, it feels like. And that happens often with computers. Like the energy of it is just kind of gets muddied up. Very odd. Very odd. Okay. So we're waiting on Shandy. So interesting. Let's see. What can we talk about? My Halloween was pretty basic and plain. Although I did a episode with you guys the other day. And I think Shandy is messaging me on Facebook. And we did our horoscopes. And I feel like that came out really nice. So that was exciting. And I hope you guys checked it out because I do all of your horoscopes every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, and if you didn't get to see it, you can check your sun, moon, and rising. And your forecast will be there. Let's see. Hold on. She's messaging me now. It says they're connected. I couldn't hear the card or nothing. Okay, so she couldn't hear. She's not in my room yet. Come back. All right. So let's see. What can I share with you guys this new? There's an eclipse happening right now. It's an eclipse and it's affecting a lot of, I think it's in Uranus or Aquarius, but it's affecting a lot of Aquariuses and air signs. Let's see. Maybe she will. Okay, she is trying to come back. Maybe she should come back after the 8th. I know, right? Oh boy. Then what will we talk about today? I see you. You can see me, I know, but you're not in my room in the back. Let me try restarting it on my side. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to fix things. Okay. Did that do anything? Let me try on my phone too. Technology. Oh, yes. Shandy, the only way to come in is through the link. That's the key. That is the door. I don't have any way else to put you in. Okay, so I look like I'm back. As long as you guys can hear me, that's cool. I'm also reading a book called The Artist's Way. I don't have it right next to me, but it's basically about unblocking your creativity. And you don't have to be like a painter. This isn't really like a drawing exercise, it's a journaling exercise to see where you can expand more in your creative life because that overflows into everything you do. Creativity, in essence, is beauty. You know, you could be a homemaker and beautify your home and feel creative when you place flowers in there or the way you decorate your home. Or you could be a singer or a writer. And then there's these dates we have to take ourselves out on. So it's a 12-week program, and then you get all this homework for the week. It's a book. And then you have to take yourself out once a week for like 2 hours and like do an activity that inspires you. All right, we got Shandy back. Can we hear you? Shandy, can you hear me? No? Oh, why is your mic not working? Why? Let me see. Try that way. Say something. No, I can't hear you. So crazy. This is insanity. Okay, let me think of what else can we do here to try to correct. We kicked you out. You came back in. The only thing I could think of is resetting the phone, but like I don't. Okay, she's gonna just go back out. All right, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do a story time where she types on the side of the screen and I'll read it out loud. Oh, that's so crazy. So yeah, and then part of it is affirmations in the morning. But the thing about the affirmations in the morning for the Artist's Way book that I'm talking about that I just started this week. So this is week 1 for me. 12-week commitment, and I'm verbalizing it because that makes me accountable for things that I'm doing when I verbalize them to 100,000 people streaming on all platforms and all over the world. No pressure. And so a part of the affirmations is writing. Here we go. It's not working at all. Okay, I see you, Shandy. So this is what we can do. If you want, you can blurb me like in chunks. You even changed headphones. Yeah, I don't know why your mic wasn't working. That is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. What I was going to say was, I hear people screaming. What I was going to say was, you want to like type in stuff and then we'll do like, we can do it that way. I've done that before in this show when I had a guy in the Philippines, everything just shut down. And then suddenly, yeah, she types fast. Great. And then suddenly like he was just there and just typing. And I was like the ghost speaker for the story. So we have Shandy. We have Shandy on the line. She says the whole story, just type it in segments. Type it in like not all at once. Like give me chunks and I'll start reading it. So we're going to be jumping into the 1 minute of breathing exercise to recalibrate. Maybe that will recalibrate this technology that's going through this portal energy / eclipse energy / don't want to work energy. So we're going to go ahead and do our 1 minute of breathing while Shandy's typing. And before we jump into that, I'm going to ask you guys to take an assessment at home. Where are you at energetically in this moment from 1 to 10? 1 being this is the least amount of energy I can hold. 10 being this is the most amount of energy I can hold. And we're going to go ahead and just take an assessment real quick. And you're going to type that in the comment section below now. All righty. So where are you guys at home energetically? Shandy is at an 8. And I would say a 6.5 is where I'm at. I'm pretty low today. I've been really moving through a lot of energy. So let me know where you're at home. And there's an important reason to do this assessment before we do the 1 minute of breathing, because once we do the 1 minute of breathing, we'll ask the same question again and then see if we've actually shifted anything in that 1 minute, right? This is how we keep track of things moving. Okay, so she's at an 8. I'm at a 6.5. And if you're watching this on the replay, #replay, let me know in the comment section from 1 to 10, where are you at energetically? And we're going to go ahead and do the mindfulness moment now. And all you have to do is close your eyes. We're going to go ahead and breathe for 60 seconds on the clock. And we're going to start when the bell rings. When the bell rings, close your eyes and we'll begin. 60 seconds on the clock now. Breathing in, eyes closed. I'm heart linking to all of you. And just letting go of anything that no longer serves you. You may be feeling a little rush from the holiday. There may have been a lot of things expected of you. And just letting go all the day, all the stress, all the worry with the breath. And then just notice where the breath wants to go as you're breathing. And do you feel tension in your body? Do you want to sway or scratch or itch? And just let me know in the comment section below, how are you feeling? Okay. And as you guys are breathing into that, go ahead, one final breath and give yourself gratitude. And coming back to center, letting go of anything that no longer serves you finally. And we thank the angels for guiding, directing, surrounding, and protecting us today. Namaste. All right, and now open your eyes. We're going to take the clock off the corner here. And you're going to let me know in the comment section below, where are you at energetically in this moment? From 1 to 10, 10 being the most, 1 being the least. And also, if you felt anything, hot, cold, tingling, pressure, anything like that, go ahead and put that in the comment section below now. And let me know if you did feel something. So I was feeling heat and my lower back was getting like pressure. Alrighty. So we have Shandy. She went up to a 9. Thank you, Shandy. And then let me know at home where you guys are energetically. And that was it. And I would love to know what you're feeling. The reason that we do this is to teach you all that all it takes is 1 minute to recenter yourself, to realign yourself, and to claim back your energy. And we did that by pausing, reflecting on positive, and then letting go of what no longer served us. All right. And Facebook user says they felt heat and they are at an 8 now. So good job to you, Facebook user, for showing up for yourself today. Congratulations. Yay. All right. We're going to be jumping into an unusual supernatural story time. Shandy's typing away in the back room. She could put it in the private chat if she wants to, or in the comment section below, whatever one's the best. And I will be reading her supernatural story time because technology is not working right now. Let's go. All righty. We're jumping into our unconventional supernatural story time today. We have Shandy in the back room and she's typing away her story because technology will not let us be in this. It's just, it cannot handle us together. It just cannot handle us. All right. So we're going to start this nice and slow. Like, I'm going to go ahead and turn my secondary mic off and use my storytelling mic. Let's get that over here. All right, since we're going to be reading a story today, a long story. So once upon a time, Miss Shandy says, when I moved into the apartments in a neighborhood where there was a lot of slaves and slave owners, there was an attic door that we were forbidden to open. My dog is broken. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we go. Well, me and my best friend were awakening and learning everything that has to do with magic. And we were actively practicing, and we decided we were going to take the screws off the door and go upstairs and see what the hell is going on. Oh, Lord. We took the biggest stage bundle Hold on, guys. Technology. I'm telling you, it's the day. Today is the day. Here we go. I don't know what's going on over there. Here we go. Where were we? Okay. So they took the screws off the door. We took the biggest sage bundle we could and all of our notebooks and everything and went up there in the attic. And it was very choppy. And our sage went out. Dun, dun, dun. And then what happened? Let's find out. It continues. Then we opened the side door and realizing that amongst the rafters had chains hung from them. And we were like, oh my God, what is this? And we noticed a bunch of toys from a long time ago underneath all the broken down insulation that was in the attic. And we were looking at old newspapers, and it was just a feeling of this mean man. And I learned during that time that when you commit suicide, you dwell underneath because his name, we call him Bob, and he dwells in the oh, it doesn't continue. Hold on. There's a little space there all right. He was so ashamed of himself that he let himself and the children and the house on fire. He lit the house on fire and he jumped out the window. Wow. Okay, so you just burned up all your family and then you chose to jump out the window? Come on, guy. Come on, ghost. At that time, I was also learning automatic writing. So me and Mickey decided to go down to his closet where he dwelled. I'm getting a migraine from this story. I feel like it's about to get more intense. I feel it like right here in my third eye, and it's actually coming out of the back of my head. Oh goodness. I'm gonna say this is probably his passing energy here, which is weird because you say he jumped out the window. Anyways, let's continue. Let's just ignore that. Not ignore it, but that's just how I'm feeling on this side of the hemisphere. Me and my commentary. And we shut ourselves in the closet and meditated and did our thing. And all of a sudden, it showed up on the notebook. Get out now. What? It said get out now on the notebook? And usually our house is full of people at this time and nobody was out there in the living room. The garbage was on fire. Wait. This is so much right now. The garbage is on fire. So he put the garbage out from it being on fire, and that is how Bob died. And sometimes my daughter swings goes by itself, and my mom, being a muggle, says her name is Elise. So Bob, unknown Bob ghost, lights house on fire. My head is about to explode how crazy this energy is right now that's coming through this particular story. And then your house garbage with no one being over there, just ablaze. That is insanity. Oh, I just angered Cooper. I smushed his little paw. Sorry, Coopy. Mama didn't mean it. And we could hear scratching on the walls. And sometimes we would smell cat spray coming from the closet. And we would tell Bob to clean his closet out. And then it wouldn't smell anymore. I'm just feeling a lot of like density from this story. But I also am learning that, let's say if you were supposed to live to be 80 and then you committed suicide at 20, you're forced to live in between worlds, right underneath the place where you took your life. And that is my belief. That is why he was the closest, and that is why he was doomed to stay there to 2027. That's very interesting because we're talking about someone who committed suicide here. And this is a very taboo topic in the spiritual world. Even like really good mediums and books, they touch on suicide like this much. Because everybody has your own experience of it. But this is the first time that I'm hearing that you would stay stuck until the window in which you were supposed to depart. Because previous from this, I believe that we have 3 exit points in our lives that we can choose to exit on, and some of them are early. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. Let's turn the page. Next page. And so every time we go by there and see him, he waved at us. He's up in the attic, and we never went back in there after that day. And we moved out of there a few months later. But every time we go by the house at night, those attic lights are on and nobody's up in the attic because it is literally the ground. It's coming out and stuff. So nobody goes up there. But those attic lights are on. And then I turned around and my dad left. And every time the lights turn off, it's so crazy that he I don't think it'll let me see anymore. Oh, that he show. I haven't been listening to anything you're saying, by the way. I'm going to rewatch the replay because I had to get that out and I'm talk texting. So sorry for misspellings. He shows himself. Okay. To you. He shows himself to you when you're driving by because he recognizes that you can see him. What do you guys think about this at home? Shandy's garbage igniting, just lighting on fire when the house was a house that had been previously set ablaze. Her experience with the Notebook, Get Out Now. What would you have done had you been in Shandy's shoes? Shandy's shoes. Had you ran out, would you have listened? Or did you feel like there was something else for you to do here? Shandy, why do you think he presented himself to you? And do you believe there was something you could have done to help him move or cross over into the next dimension, into wherever he's meant to be? I have experienced a lot of crazy supernatural stuff during that time. Because right there at the beginning of my awakening, but for him to sit there and manifest something to this 3D world to confirm what I already was thinking really made it real. And then the fact that we went to the library and confirmed his name was Robert William Graves. And we called him Bob out of nowhere, which was really fantastic. That's because that was the intuition kicking in there, calling him Bob out of nowhere. It's not really nowhere. You know that this is intuition. But for everybody at home, sometimes we think that something that we pull out of thin air came out of nowhere. We say it comes out of left field. But even in that first statement, came out of thin air. It's kind of like the ether. You're pulling things out of the ether, which may be perceived as thin air. I was new, so I had no idea. I understand. So he kind of like had an opportunity with you, but because you were new, it's kind of like, so sorry, just not enough, like I almost was there. And he pushed you away too, and this is what these type of beings do when they're sitting in this in-between place, whatever you want to call it. They are in lament. They are in despair. They are in whatever energy that they've taken that has imprinted on their soul and their spirit. And then it takes, yeah, I'm sure you could definitely do it now. And then it takes on this energy of its soul. And it's just kind of like, wow. When you finally meet with them, you recognize that it just ate them, consumed them completely. Very interesting. Okay, let's see, Shandy. I don't think they'll let us in the attic back. Then I was fresh woke, chica. But now I get it all. He was a catalyst. So him being the catalyst, your first, I guess, it allowed you to recognize, wow, there's so much more to this than just this moment. And it doesn't have to be scary. And I'm sure it was very, very scary when you see it for the first time. He was so ashamed of his earthly behavior. I could see that for sure. I refer them like Casper. They want to eat and sleep and drink and can't do nothing. At least he felt bad. Yes, it propelled me like a warp speed. Yeah, I can see him feeling bad about it. So very interesting, guys. So very interesting. And it makes us wonder, is an eternity of lament, is that the same, like, is it equal punishment if you took a life and you found that that person was eternally lamenting? Is it equal? You know? I just want to hear your thoughts on that. If anybody has any thoughts on that, I'd like to know. Shandy, if you have thoughts on that, I'd also like to know. Not sure, right? It's like one of those philosophical things, like, does the time embody the crime? Depends on the circumstances, I think. But I also do believe that everybody is able to ask Creator for grace and forgiveness, no matter what Creator is to them. But when they are in such a despair, they can't see themselves to ask for it because they're deserving or warranting of the punishment. That is so very interesting. So if you guys have any questions for Shandy, throw it in the comment section below and we'll go ahead and ask her. And I'm going to go ahead and plug Shandy's, what she does. If you can give me a blurb, Shandy, about what your groups are, I will highlight that. Many of my mediumship, so people think and assume they can just kill themselves or that I was this or that. But they really were listening to something more greater than they really weren't trying to be selfish, or that they really wasn't the case. It was just that they had to do with that moment in time. They had no explanation. So they're able to go home and come see their loved ones later. So that just proves how merciful God really is. Oh, that's so pretty. Facebook user says, amazing story. I believe it. Something cod. What's a cod? Isn't that a fish? That's kind of making me hungry. I'm not going to lie. I do like fish. All right, we're going to highlight Shandy's groups if you want to be a part of it. Be a part of the movement. Come and it is Miss. Oh, well, I already have the names of it. I just need you to tell me what they're for. We have Miss Clear's Divine and Magical Messages group on Facebook. And then we have another one. I'm going to pull it up right now. We have Miss Clear's Divine and Magical Shire. So here are some Shandy groups. And maybe you can connect with her when the internet is allowing us. As everything today that could break. And we do all types of reading, folks. So if you want to get some readings, go ahead and check it out. Be a part of the movement. If you are skeptical, this is a good place to test your skeptibilities. Skeptibilities? Is that a word? Your skepticism. So, yeah, that's better. You can check your skepticism out there. And I love these little anonymous places that we can just journey in and not physically be in, kind of like divine encounters, because what we're doing is we're creating a safe space by allowing this information to be public and allowing you to engage with this kind of information. At the Shire, I advertise the same, but there are many guides for you to learn from. So you can find a guide there as well. And you learn all about me there. There we go. So definitely go check that out. Miss Clear's Divine and Magical Shire group on Facebook. If you are watching this somewhere other than Facebook, then you can definitely know, if you're just listening to the audio, the word magical is spelled CK, okay? Not just magic like normal. All right, we're going to be jumping in now to Shandy says, I'm glad we could get this out somehow. It had to. Hell and high water didn't stop us today, that's for sure. We're going to go ahead now and grab the midweek collective energy check-in. So stay tuned because this is a reading for all of you at home for the week. And then you guys let me know how you're feeling about it and then share your thoughts. All right, so we're going to be jumping into the midweek collective energy check-in now. Okay, we're going to be starting off now with the Angel Tarot deck. We got a few extra minutes today, so that's kind of cool. We have the 10 of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional needs and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. And I feel like for some of you, there's new people coming in. I can feel that. And that's like on your horizon. Or if we look at it in the water sense, it's on your shores. Oh, yeah. You have this deck? Nice. It used to be a pretty deck. And then during one show, I spilled about I spilled 2 liters of water on my laptop and on my 8 decks that I had reading that day. That was a great show. It glitched all over. Fantastic. It was kind of like this. Lots of glitches. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and abundance. Oh, enhanced intuition. A new home. So for some people, there might be movement. There might be movement out of a home into a new home. My angels are touching me, and they always touch me on my nose. And this also feels like I said, for some of you, there's people coming in and we have falling in love. And if you're already in love, then you're going to have the resurgence of a relationship. And I want to say, like, don't push. So if you're like going through something right now in your inner world or with your partner, I want to say kind of like, don't push. And you might say, Oracle, if I don't push, that woman or that man can't see it in front of their face. If it was there, don't push. We are in an eclipse season. We're in eclipse time, rather. And so everything's augmented. Nothing is clear. Balance. The need for balance and moderation we have here with Archangel Zadkiel. Wait for perfect timing. So like I said, don't push. Don't force. Just let things flow. You're just going to have to be like, use that energy of worry and just place it into something else in the meantime. Okay? Believe. And believe that what is happening for you right now is meant for you. This is another like have faith kind of card. But before we can have faith, we have to have hope. And before we can have hope, we have to believe. So there's a couple of steps here. All right. So we can't go from 1 to 100. And some of us honestly can't see the faith for what it is. But if we can just believe in the possibility, you can just ask yourself, is this probable? And if you can say, yes, it's probable, then that's a belief. And you can start from there if you're not feeling like what you're working through is coming to fruition, or if this is regarding your relationship, that new person will come in or the resurgence of love will happen. You're just going to have to believe that what is happening for you right now is exactly what needs to happen in this moment in time. Triumphant. You will be triumphant. You will be successful. You just have to keep paving the way forward. Everything now is happening for a reason. Let's see what the animal is. We have pelican. Forgiveness. Let go of your judgments of how people should reply, of how you should reply, of how things should show up in your life, or how you have shown up in the past in your life, okay? Or other people in your environment have shown up in your life. When we can see people for their divinity, we can give them grace. We can allow them to be seen for who they truly are. And sometimes when we need a resurgence or a new spark, it's like, all right, we have to let go of those things from the past. Otherwise, we're just going to keep repeating the same cycles. This is another deck, and this is called the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck that I got during a retreat in North Carolina. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? So you chose this path. You chose this awakening. And because you chose this awakening, you maybe unknowingly feel like you're choosing a harder path because you're more aware. And the people who are less aware may make you feel like if I was less aware, then I'd be in more bliss, you know? But you woke up. So if you are sitting here and you're waking up, those fears, they're going to push you into something great. It may not feel like it when it's first opening. The same way Shandy says, Bob woke me up. That must have been horrifying. Living in that house, having that happen. Anyone would have been horrified by that. But now she is fluent in this language and she can understand it to the point where she can do something about it. So those things that may feel like weights are exactly there for us to get stronger. 19 years now and I'm still learning. True sage knows nothing. I 1000% agree with that. I say that all the time. Like, don't ask me. I really don't know. Alrighty, so this is what we have for our midweek collective energy check-in. If anything here resonates with you, please let me know in the comment section below. And just a recap this morning, an hour ago, we had the moonlight card, which was looking between the lines and not everything appearing as it is. So I hope that serves you. Let me know, Shandy, how you're feeling about this reading, what resonates with you, and your thoughts, if anything is highlighted for you. Mother Moon is here. Oh, that's so special. Mother Moon is there. I love Mother Moon. I do a monthly moon ceremony for her. Everything is always on point. Oh, everything is on point as always. Thank you, Shandy, so very much. And let me know at home how you guys are feeling about this message. Let's go ahead and wrap up this episode. Unless Shandy wants to add anything else to it, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode early, I guess, because we have so much technical difficulties. I mean, I could sit here and ramble, but I don't think y'all want to hear me ramble. So let's go ahead. Let me think about what I learned in this episode and let's wrap it up. Do you or someone you know experience something supernatural that has left a positive impact on yourself or the lives of others? Want to share your story on our show? The cameras. Please email Divine Encounters at e360tv.com. And together, let's create divine experiences. And now, the Oracle's final thoughts con mucho amor. All right, so today's episode is kind of making me feel like it's a reflection of the story. This episode was difficult tech-wise. Our guest couldn't come on. My camera broke down. I'm using my phone today. And we did everything the long way. But we got the story out. In Shandy's story, she is going through a difficult time moving into a house and suddenly having energy tech problems. But I feel like what I'm learning here is that if we push through, the experience is actually yielding something unexpected. That might be endurance. It might be practice. It might be allowing yourself to take more time for preparation or learning a skill that is needed by you in case this thing were to happen again. So I feel like what I'm taking away is make sure that when it's difficult, you push back. You stand your ground. You allow your footsteps shaking, weak, falling down to take the steps that you need because there's growth on the other side of that. And Shandy says, Capricorn vibes for me. Thank you for sticking with it. That's right, because we have to stick with it because this isn't just a story. It's a message of hope. It's a message of inspiration. It's a message of normalcy, that there are other things out there, may not be understood by you, but they exist, that people are having these experiences, and that there's a giant collective of people, seen or unknown to you, that are there to fight, that are there to support, that are there to uplift and help you stand on your own 2 feet and teach you the way. And when the student is ready, so is the teacher, as always. So go forward and create your own divine experiences. We're jumping into this beautiful November energy. The leaves are changing. There's so much to see and appreciate. Take yourself out on a date. And who knows? You might just discover that there's more than meets the eye. May you all go forward to create your own divine experiences. So mote it be. And above all else, may you all go in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, love thyself, and remember the divine always has your back. Ciao.
Everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life feels the most, just remember. Just remember.